Hi, I'm Laura Beltran, and I'm a teacher naturalist at Mass Audubon Arcadia Wildlife Sanctuary. And this week's Nature Mystery in your neighborhood is something that you would find on white pine trees, like this white pine tree behind me. A white pine tree has long needles and 5 needles that are connected together in what's called a bundle. The question is, what has connected these pine needles and what's made a tube out of them? So the answer to this week's nature mystery is the pine tube moth. And if you remember a moth's life cycle, it goes from egg to larva to pupa to adult. The pine tube moth lays its eggs at the tips of pine needles in the summertime. The eggs will then hatch to the caterpillars, and then the caterpillars will take silk and gather together about 20 pine needles and form a tube that they live inside. The caterpillar lives inside the tube, which offers shelter for it, but also the tube provides the food for the caterpillar. So the caterpillar will eat the tips of the pine needles. Once the caterpillar has gotten large enough, it will turn into a pupa and overwinter in the tube and emerge as the adult moth in mid-April. The adult moths that have emerged in mid-April begin the first generation of a cycle of egg, larva, pupa, and adult. They will emerge as adults in July, and then those adults will lay eggs, and that generation is the one that will overwinter in the pine tube that they create as pupa, and then they'll emerge in mid-April and start a cycle again. So as you explore through your neighborhood, make sure to look for evidence of the pine tube moth. See you next week. If you would like more information about how Mass Audubon is protecting the nature of Massachusetts, please go online to massaudubon.org.